Hello and welcome to Radio Fazan 97.1 FM and DAB. You are here with me, your host Anu, and with me I have a very special guest today. She's called Simran Hayar. Simran is a sports person herself. And what are we going to discuss about today? So, today's topic in Voice with Anu is going to be Sporting Equals Awards. And what is Sporting Equals Awards? The Sporting Equals Awards celebrates and recognizes the achievements of ethnically diverse individuals and organizations in UK sport, promoting inclusion, diversity, and role models across communities. And what are we going to talk to Simran about? And who is Simran? Simran is ambassador for Sporting Equals Awards. She has spent over 18 years immersed in sport, beginning on the football pitch before expanding her impact behind the scenes and in front of the camera. For the past decade, she has built a dynamic career in sports media and production, combining first hand playing experience with a passion for storytelling and representation. Simran has contributed to major broadcasts, led creative projects, and championed diverse voices within the industry. Her deep understanding of sport, both technically and emotionally, allows her to connect with audiences authentically. She continues to shape conversations and narratives that move the sport industry forward. Hello, Simran. Welcome to Voice.
Thank
So,
you very much.
wonderful. Actually, I'm very, very proud of your achievements, and I'm really thankful that you are the spokesperson today talking about Sporting Equals Awards. So, let me jump onto the questions first that came to my mind. I really wanted to know more, and I do understand that my listeners are eagerly waiting to understand what is Sporting Equals Awards. So, what is it?
So we are currently on the ninth edition of our awards, and they are awards that are a national celebration that recognises achievements and different contributions to different sports from ethnically diverse communities. um and it shines a light on role models and best practice, and it inspires the next generation, which is what we are aiming to do with the awards. And as an organization on a whole, we're just trying to inspire the next generation that they can break those barriers and become what they would like to become.
That really sounds great. But why do you think we need these awards, and why are these awards important in the first place?
So they, in my opinion, accelerate race equality. The representation hasn't always been there in different sports. So with what we do with the awards, it highlights the representation and inclusion at every level of sports. So, that's grassroots level to the elite levels. Whether,
Mhm.
you're playing, coaching, it could be anything. It's not just having, you don't have to just play. You could be a coach, you could be a physio, you could go into any role within sport, and we're just trying to raise that recognition. And it also just celebrates and puts a spotlight on the role models who are driving change across sports, from being from ethnic diverse backgrounds. Um, and it's just something that I feel like is needed, because I feel like, our communities aren't highlighted enough, and there's a lot of talent out there, and nights like this really bring everybody together and, excel different things for different individuals, and they get recognized a bit more, and their talent is appreciated. So if we can highlight that with the awards, then that's one step in the right direction already.
Yeah, I do completely agree with you. And equality is something that is being talked about in every sphere, every industry. Why not in sports then? So, how can people get involved with the awards?
So
Is there
we're
a procedure?
currently, the votes are currently open. So if you go to the Sporting Equals website, you can cast your votes. We've
Mhm.
got nine different categories, including, Sportsman of the Year, Sportswoman of the Year, and different youth product projects and Community Champion of the Year. And the voting does close next week on the 26th of March.
Mhm.
So if you would like to vote, you just go to sportingequals.awards.vote. And you can cast your votes across any of those categories.
Right. Now, so it is absolutely close by now. So vote is going to be closed, as Simran mentioned, is on 26th of March. Am I right, Simran?
That's correct. Yeah, 26th of March.
26th of March. There's barely any time left. So 26th of March is just next Thursday.
Yeah,
Uh,
next Thursday.
Next Thursday, there's barely any time if you want to get involved, if you want to make this happen for the diverse communities, people representing in sports from various communities, then this is our chance to make it happen.
Yeah,
um,
and if I just add in that, I know people might, feel that the votes might not count, or oh, I don't need to vote. Every vote matters, and
yeah,
if you vote, and whoever's been shortlisted, um, it would just highlight their talent and just get their message across and make them, known in the public eye. And your vote does matter. So I don't want people out there to think that, oh, if I don't vote, it doesn't matter. Every vote matters. Every vote counts, and it just helps all the individuals with all this talent to excel in their sport.
yeah, I clearly do understand. But are we going to hear about who wins? When is the award ceremony? When will the
So
award ceremony?
they are on the 18th of April, which is 4 weeks on Saturday, actually. And
Mm-hmm.
they're at the Royal Lancaster Hotel in London, and they've been there. This will be the third year that we've had them there.
Okay.
Um, and it's just a great night. It brings all the shortlist entrants together, different athletes, different community leaders, and also governing bodies, because they have a huge, impact on sports. And all of our system partners are there as well. So it's a great evening, celebrating individuals, networking with other people, seeing celebrities, and, walking down the red carpet. It's a brilliant evening.
Yeah. Okay. So I clearly see how important it is, and it's really going to be fantastic, I imagine. So, but how are you involved with the awards?
So, as an ambassador myself, I'm involved in, supporting the awards themselves, which I've done for the past few years anyway. And my
Mm-hmm.
role is to help raise awareness of all the shortlisted finalists and encourage the public to vote, which is, a main reason why we're on this call today.
Okay.
Um, and the awards are all about recognizing, the people and organizations who are transforming the sport. And when I was playing sport, we didn't have awards like this. So, being ambassador myself now and being so heavily involved with the awards,
Hmm.
um, I feel like it's something that really matters, and it does help shine a light on those individuals. And, it just creates a level platform for everybody, which
Yeah.
I think is very needed, and they get the recognition that they do deserve.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. So you are involved with this award only as an ambassador, and you are just trying to increase awareness amongst the
I'm
public.
also interviewing on the red carpet, which I've done for most years. So I'll be there on the night, and whoever walks the red carpet, I'll be interviewing them.
Wonderful. So, and what are you asking people to do then as an ambassador? What's your message to the people?
So Sporting Equals as a whole, they're inviting people to get involved by casting their votes, which is the main thing. And as we mentioned, there's not a lot of time left, just
Mm-hmm.
under a week.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, the main thing is just to vote for whatever category you feel like, or it could be every category. So yeah, with such little time, that is the main message from myself and Sporting Equals, is just cast your votes, and then stay tuned on our social media, sort of on the night and the days that follow after, to see who won and what we got up to on the night. So yeah, it'll be a very special evening. So yeah, massive message from ourselves is just to cast your votes with whoever you think should win the award, the shortlist category, and we look forward to seeing all of them on the night.
Perfect. And could you kindly repeat to the online portal that you had mentioned for voting? Because
Yeah, it
I
is.
want to vote as well.
Yeah, no, that's fine. It's sportingequals.award.vote.
Sporting equals dot award dot vote.
Yes,
Okay,
correct.
great. That sounds really great. And this award is being organized by Sporting Equals, which is a leading charity in the UK, isn't it?
Correct, yeah.
Yeah, and I think, as far as I know, sporting equals promotes race equality and equity in sport and physical activities, and it
That's
is their
correct. Yep.
yeah, and I can see that it is their mission to create a sporting landscape where ethnically diverse communities feel included, respected, and able to thrive, whether on the pitch, in leadership, or in disciplinary spaces, which I absolutely loved. And if you go onto their website, you can see a little more. They work with national governing bodies, system partners, and community organizations to tackle inequalities, influence policy, and drive systemic change through research, advocacy, and community programs. They empower organizations to move beyond representation towards genuine inclusion and cultural change. That's a great thing. Just as I had mentioned earlier, equality is being talked about in every sphere of life, in every industry. Sports should not be left without it. Sports is some area where this becomes a must. Not just representation from every community, but Simran must agree with me. I think she will agree with me because she has been a sports person herself. This kind of support actually alleviates the morale of the person who has put in so much effort into that sport. What do you say, Simran?
Yes, I completely agree with that. And I did a podcast at the end of last year, and the key thing that
Mhm.
I spoke about in that is that I'm 26 years old. I started playing sport when I was 8. And growing
Mhm.
up, I didn't have any role models in, the public eye that looked like myself, because there seriously was just nobody out there who, was doing what I'm doing at that level. So my
Mhm.
role model was Steven Gerrard. So, what the generations are trying to do now is be that role model to the younger generation and show them that, if they put their hard work, and determination into their sport, they can achieve so much, and they can break those, glass ceilings, the concrete ceilings, and really thrive.
That's so good to hear from you. That's absolutely inspiring, Simran. Thank you so very much for being my guest on Voice and being a part of Radio Faza 97.1 FM and DAB and on all our social media platforms. So, yes, for our listeners and for our viewers, you can hear us on Radio Faza 97.1 FM and DAB. Plus, you can see this interview on all our social media platforms. Simran, would you mind repeating the online link once again for voting? Because I'm going to vote just now. Please make up your mind and do something about it.
Yes,
Yes,
no
Simran.
problem. It is sportingequals.award.vote. And remember, you've only got just under a week. So 26th of March, the voting closes.
Right. So thank you, Simran, so very much. I'm in a rush.
Thank
I'm
you.
going to vote right now. And you have been a great ambassador. We have understood as much as was needed to understand. And you are a role model yourself. Thank you so very much.
Thank you for having me.